Welcome back to another beautiful day here in Santa Monica. My name is NRG, and we're back with the ECS Season 6. This time, it is North America, and we've got some great games for you today. NRG made their triumphant return from Starladder. They're going to be playing a lot today, and we're going to be bringing you all the action live from this beautiful studio with me, Henry, James, and Dan. Gentlemen, it's North America. Ready to do it over again? 4 more maps?
Absolutely. I'm looking for more video content, Henry.
What do you want?
I've been making loads of videos.
You have been making a lot recently. You spot things, you write them down, and you go make the videos straight away. Yeah,
I think it's cool because they're small videos. They don't require much maintenance. I don't put anything fancy around it. There's no skin betting thing at the beginning. It's just cut a video, put it on the internet.
You should do them on Twitter as well.
Simple to understand. I just started doing that as well today.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
I'm doing great. Grenade of the day now. This one I saw from Forrest on NIP. Nice. Smoking Connects from Mirage was one for today. Excellent. So one for tomorrow, I don't know. But there's videos on the YouTube through to Monday now of things that have been happening in the past few days. And I hope to get more in these North American matches.
Now, Dan, if they wanted to recommend an aid or a spot they spotted on a game, how could they get involved? What could they do? How could they contact James and the show in general?
Well,
let me tell you.
Check out at ECS on Twitter.
Love it.
Hashtag ECS S6. If you want to obviously see James's stuff, at James Bardoff. I'm sure you're tweeting it out there. So, of course, also all the information about the league, where the standings are, and so on and so forth, you can find at csgoleague.com. So go check it out. Go join in the discussion. We appreciate it.
We really do. We've had 11 days of Counter-Strike, and there's plenty more to come. James, these teams aren't just playing for fun. They're not playing for pride. They're playing for a reason. And what is that reason?
Suitcases full of money. They'll be playing to make the finals in Arlington, Texas at the Esports Stadium. That is November 22nd to 25th. This year, very soon, indeed. Just over a month's time, still being built as the Esports Stadium. Yeah. I'm running out of lung function.
You always struggle when we start, then you get together.
Yeah, sitting down and everything. I'm a big man for a chair like this, so this posture actually ruins me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying. I'm still here with you guys. I'm hanging on. I've got my asthma pump somewhere, unless somebody's moved it.
Well, you look for that, and I'll talk us through the loot that's available here on YouTube. You are able to get FACEIT points here, and what do points mean? Skins, generally. You can't get a car as well if you get enough of them. Easy skins, just definitely. If you want to get involved, there's a big Get Loot button underneath the player right now. You click that, hook up your FACEIT account. You'll be eligible for all the drops we're giving away throughout the show. We've given away over 4 million points so far. I think we gave away 250k yesterday, so there's always a chance of a big drop coming. So you might as well, if you're watching anyway, get it stuck in, and you might be able to win some cool stuff.
Log on,
log in,
internet.
Whatever you want to do. Let's look at the teams I'll be playing in the North American division today. Well, we'll look at the leaderboard first. That's always a good place to start. Liquid, Dan, no surprises from them. They're looking pretty unstoppable right now, right?
Yeah, yesterday they copped 2 losses to NRG just because they had to play the stand, and it was a bit of a messy situation, so don't read too much into that. They've been pretty consistent otherwise. Indeed. Speaking of which, we did have our first games for NRG. They are back, so we've got a lot to look forward to with them, and I would imagine that they are going to rocket up the scoreboard, as well as MIBR looking to solidify their position as well. United on the precipice. That 7-loss margin, they can't really afford to lose anymore, and they are always dangerous and always fun to watch.
I've got to say, Cloud9 have got 8 wins from 12 games. They're pretty good standing right now.
Yeah, that's not looking bad at all. They could actually make it to the finals. That'd be great. Could be one of their first big tournaments, all things considered.
I was watching a demo of them recently, actually, and Flusher got a big 4K in the pistol round, and then Skadoodle said Flusher's on one. If you're watching our streams, he picked up the on one, but that was funny.
He's on one. Here are the games they'll be played today. Still no Renegade. Surprised at that. I'm sure we're going to have a flurry of their games towards the end of the season. But for now, it will be NRG Cloud9. That's quite the fixture. That is a pretty sensational game to kick things off today. Then Complexity, Luminosity. I'm still excited about that one. I thought that will kick off.
Is that
I feel
a new
Luminosity
logo for
always
them?
Dangerous.
Have they highlighted the L for Lake, Jason Lake?
No, it's always been like that, I believe.
Really?
But
I guess
yeah.
I'm just used to seeing the logo without the text.
Yeah, I think
the L is an interesting one.
It stands out a bit more on the black background, I guess.
Yeah.
Because they used to be called LA Complexity back in CGS. That's when they started doing that.
Ah.
And we're back in Victory Boys. We're coming back in. So, NRG, Cloud9. Yes. Who do you want to talk about the most? Who's your favorite team?
I think NRG because, well, how about you, Dan? Who do you want to talk about?
Well, we've seen the least from NRG lately, so we've had the least discussion about them. So
yeah.
NRG, a team we expect to be up the leaderboard. I think they got an easy ride versus Team Liquid yesterday because Twist had a Windows malfunction.
Well, the thing is as well, those are the most valuable points to pick up in the entire league pretty much. That's the #1 spot. And yes, it's a bit of a gift, but still worth their weight in gold because that is 2 wins. They definitely are a team that could beat Team Liquid, but the fact you get them cleanly and then doesn't have to really break a sweat, that's amazing. Playing against Cloud9 today, another heavy hitter. Cloud9 to be getting better and better. What are the key assets you think of NRG that make them such a strong team? For me, I think it's the leadership of Daps. I feel like he's so good at nurturing young talent. It seems like he's very good at bringing these young players in and teaching them how to play pro-level CS. And you can see that with Cirque, how he's gone on this astronomical rise into being a world-class AWPer now.
Absolutely, he's a man who seems to create structure in the teams that he builds, and again, enabling a circuit is something they've done very well. Overpass is a great example of that when they play on the CT side. So the structure is there. He is a fragger as well. I wouldn't say he's golden tier, but he does not like slacking behind everybody else. He does enable his teammates as well. He'll always take the worst weapon to allow his teammates to do what they're on the team for, and he's a great observer of strategy from other teams as well, and he's not shy to absorb that into his own team to make them a better team. Yeah.
Dan, what would you think about the overall journey of NRG in 2018 so far? They've definitely had a lot of ups. They've won a couple of trophies, but also some crashing defeats as well in big tournaments. Do you feel like they're in a happy place right now? Do you feel like it's promising for the team going forward?
I think so. I think one of the big things for this team especially is the fact that if you look at the context of some of the players on the team, you know, Cirque, for example, being plucked from the Bulgarian scene, and as you mentioned, Daps nurturing him as a superstar. His first team where he's really built something very successful. Same story with Ethan. He was trapped in CLG for quite some time. We never really came to realize his true power and potential, and now he looks like one of the most talented players in North America, full stop. Then you have the likes of Daps, for example, who can never hold on to people. I feel like there's a lot of story. There's a lot of very special. I feel like this team is very special for every single individual for their own unique reasons. And so, coming back full circle to your question, this year has all been about getting the experience. Yeah. I think towards the inception with this lineup, we realized this team can win trophies. They have the skill to do it, and they have the right approach, but they need that maturity, and that's what they're still building.
It's a very young team. Lots of young players there. Ethan's been around for a while, but he's still like 21, I believe, and you got Breezy as well. Like kind of players, it's all kind of very hard-hitting, but also very exciting at the same time. Let's move on to Cloud9 a little bit. Obviously, they're the big talking point right now. Lots of roster changes, bit of a Swedish flair brought in at this point, but to be fair, boys, it's actually looking really good. I don't think many people were that excited about it. It was some big names going over, right? But no one thought this would be a great team. Cloud9 have been in the doldrums for a while, but they actually look decent in ECS so far, right?
Yes, Automatic on AWP has been quite a dramatic change to the team. It seems to be successful. Flusher has kind of slotted in. It's like a glove, really. It's very, very comfortable for them, and they look like a strong team. Their results are reflecting that for the most part at the moment as well. Obviously, Skadoodle will be outgoing at some point, but we're going to have, I'm sure, a fragger going in, which is interesting. And we mentioned Infinite in brief. I mean, it's still very early and we don't know too much about him. We've seen a few games, but I think there's some roster changes going in the direction of Space Station as well already, not including him that I'm aware of, but I mean, they're a team where we might see the roster changes, so who knows, maybe a trial happens.
Well, there we go. Dan, Cloud9, they will lose Skadoodle. Do you think that's going to be a massive setback? Do you think it's going to be just slotting in and being part of the system? What do you think is going to happen now?
So I think it's quite sad. Skadoodle is, such a legend. He is, of course, part of the core, but we like the success that we're seeing is with the new sort of roles where he's sort of in that most replaceable role. Not as the dedicated sniper or not as the the main fragger or the caller, but just a support player now. So that's promising insofar as them bringing in somebody else. I think that is so cool to see. When Golden came in at first, I was thinking this could have worked so well if Golden was leading Stewie and Tarek, because it's just that fast-paced style, very loose, very much like that original Fnatic identity. And they're actually somewhat recapturing that with having Flusher in there from Fnatic, as well as some of the faster players very dynamic like Rush and Automatic. It actually makes a lot of sense. There's cohesion there, and I don't think they'll find any trouble finding some.
What if Jordan joined the team again?
I don't think that's happening.
I can't imagine a world.
What if he did? What if he did?
Well, he'd make it work. He's
he'd be.
Oh my god, dude!
Was that necessary? Oh, congratulations, Casso123.
Some points. Yay.
Oh my god, that
was way too loud, though.
Loud.
We need a warning.
Calm it down over there. Jesus.
Well, congratulations. A hollow victory now for there you go, that's better.
Reasonable.
I haven't got
Too
glasses
late to
on.
avoid injury in my ears, though.
What's the name of this dude?
Barrow Trauma.
Casso123.
Casso123. Well done.
I don't care who won when I get sounds like that. I don't want anybody to win anymore. Give me the points.
The only way you can do that and get the points, hook up the account, get loot beneath, make sure your FACEIT account is hooked up. Let's move on to the first map that's going to be here. It's NRG's pick. It will be Overpass. You mentioned Overpass coming to this one. I think everyone knows at this point it's their favorite map. Sometimes inconsistent on it. I remember, was it the Major where no, it wasn't. I'm going to take that back. But anyway, they're very good on Overpass. Could you explain why and what you think is so good about it?
Again, we touched on Cirque and how they enable him they'll give him cover and trade for him as well if needed around a toilet area. They engage that very, very well. I made a video on one of those things, and plenty of other people have as well. So, I mean, one of the main focuses, the easy focus, I suppose, is how they play around the AWP. Cirque is a huge talent, so they try to get as much out of that as possible. They're definitely squeezing the lemon and supporting that with their players. Anything to add down on that respect?
I think a lot of it, of course, is just down to also the ability to have players like Ethan, anchor. You know, moving the discussion away from Cirque, very, very good anchor for the team, as well as Breeze as well on that B-bomb side. Very, very strong stuff from them. I mean, there's not really a weak point. That's kind of the problem. You know, you run away from one side of the map, and maybe Cirque's going to find you. You run into the other side of the map. There's no weak point. That's what I think is really cool. And having that explosive strength is really where and being proactive, playing that solid Counter-Strike, which they're very good at. That's the reason why you can be so good in this map, because it's about that proactive play on the CT side. It's very complex to do it very well, but if you can do it, then you automatically become one of the best teams on this map.
Well, this has been the most analytical section I think we've ever done. We're into the game, boys. I didn't even have to ask a prediction. We really carried ourselves there as we get into the first map between these two. Will be NRG on the T side. Cloud9 won the knife and chose CT to be golden, challenging first and not hitting the shots. He might be in a bit of trouble here. Overextends, gets headshot. He's going to be going down for sure. He knows it. I know it. Trying to get the headshot, but he will be dropped. It's going to be NRG with the lead for now.
Automatic and Flusher having a look-see. 3 versus 5. The numbers are being thinned. Everything goes quiet. There is the big man Cirque. Look forward to seeing him on the CT side. T side will be very curious as well. CT side has the luxury of the angles. The Ts will have to engage. Rush with a crouch peek. 1 minute on the clock. Oh, he spots an arm. Rush too close to the wall there. Conceded his position for free. A flying Cirque will get taken out by Flusher. That's one. He got a 4K yesterday or the day before in a pistol round. Flusher on Inferno. This is a different beast though.
Looks like the bomb site of B will be occupied by NRG, and Skadoodle will defend for the time. But he's alone, and now he's done. NRG moving around, their maneuverability in this round was very good. Able to really get a better positioning, or exploit better positioning over Cloud9 to win the round. And
can we just stop with the backwards names? We've got Ethan, Relics, and Cutler. Can we just stop there?
Yeah, I don't really get it. It doesn't look cool. It's actually quite damaging to a brand in general, I would say. That's just confusing. Like,
what if I put my name backwards? What if you put it forwards?
Yeah, why don't you just do that? Can we make a brand, make it recognizable? Anyway, it's going to be the full EQ now from the CTs. Nate will be pushing in with the Galil. Looks like he'll be finding frags as he lights them up. Just 1 kill found for Flusher. That will probably be it. Not a bad effort whatsoever. The fact that he gets $600 out of his full eco is actually quite significant, because now he gets extra $600. They're going to buy anyway. He'll have plenty of cash. He could buy an AWP if he really wants to. I doubt that's going to happen. But let's see. Should be having around 4,400 here, and Flusher gets extra cash for his excellent work from the heaven position. 2-0 Cloud9 of rifles now. You can always see that you're going to struggle. You don't have all the utility, but it's still a pretty decent buy. No defuse kits, 2 MAC-10s for NRG. That's Ethan and Daps, or Spad, as we sometimes call him. See what I did there?
Yeah, nice.
Got it? Nice.
Yep. It's a bit too close to Spade though, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's a Spade, he is.
It's funny because, you know, Cloud9, they have to invest in helmets, most of them, because of these MAC-10s. They know they're out, and it's such a big difference. I'd rather have that than the extra flashbang, which is a hard choice. It's a hard choice. Pressure coming in towards the bathrooms soon. NRG working long as well. And this is a nice start. They have 2 players in connector still to pincer onto the bathrooms if they want to, and Cloud9 actually moving back a little bit in their setup. Giving up some space. 50 seconds. And I'm sure we will have first contact very soon.
It's all very quiet once again. NRG dissecting the map, running their default. Flusher, of course, behind the smoke. Ready for action. Golden. The last bullets will find him a headshot. It's now a 5 versus 3. It all falls apart very quickly for NRG. Nice approach, but haven't really done much as they get towards the site. Still have a little bit of time here. It's not completely over. Cirque's position. He might be able to get a couple of kills, but nothing at all. Just one found in total. That was a bit of a difficult round for NRG, coming in with 2 MAC-10s. They did a great job to get close to the site. But you can see those 2 kills from Flusher with the USP have actually become quite significant now. They can't actually buy up here. Normally, you would be able to get an AK or 2, but they might have to just take the partial buy and look to the future. Cloud9 back on their feet.
Ooh, well then. It's the force buy. Cirque will leave money in the hole for the AWP. Always a priority, and that's nice to see. But indeed, it will be the 2 AK-47s for the likes of NRG. 1 round lead at the moment. This would be a massive reset button. Did you guys ever go into like some kid's house, beat him on the SNES, and turn it off rather than let someone else play? Like, we're going out.
Why would you do that?
Greedy. Because you're childish little, you know, spate.
No, I don't think I ever did that. Not from memory, at least.
I never did it, but my victims did. Breeze down to 4 HP. Maybe time to pass the parcel on that AK and use the CZ instead. One player's been isolated deep in the long position, and that's another gun to be collected. Cirque has found a bonus. He got the side quest from the man in the corner, and he's come out with a gun.
Well, next zone won't be as kind to him. Flusher ready and waiting. It's going to take him down.
How deep are you going to go with this whole MMO
Yeah, I was ready to. I'm ready, man.
Zone will be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I'm ready.
The mobs are a bit higher level.
Gonna have to employ some crowd control here, Cloud9. Make this one work. There goes the flashbang. The lineup's pretty good, and with the Silence M4 actually makes it work. But Ethan's got a great chance to win this round. He's got 20 seconds to fly. He's got a smoke. Go for the raw engagements. Shut down. He has wiped.
They've wiped. That's okay. Maybe that's enough of that.
Great spell casting by Skadoodle.
Spellcast and the 3-man mowdown with the M4A1S. It will be Skadoodle or El Dudax, as we call him, getting it done.
Yeah.
We'll see whether this full eco from NRG will be fruitful at all. They've only got 1 deagle, to be fair. A couple of flashbangs. If they get even 1 kill, that'll be a relative success. Going up towards long. No care in the world, just block out. 5 people, hold W, get stuck in.
Kitamator saving. Only a USP. That was a hard one, I didn't think about that one.
What did you say, sorry?
Kitamator.
Kitamator.
What is that? Is that Dragon Ball Z?
Automatic.
Automatic backwards.
Oh, right, okay.
We're doing the next level now. We're going to say all the names that are normal back to front. We'll say all
TNT's
the
been sent out, Henry, and that will ward them away.
They're getting kills here. This is actually not bad.
Heck, a lot of damage. The confidence, the hubris with the rifles. To be fair, you shouldn't be giving Glocks respect anyway. Glocks are worthless. So what is it, like 3, 4 dinks, depending on the range that you need to get a kill with the Glock?
Can be more than 3.
That is atrocious.
Disgusting.
Atrocious.
Actually, I'm not sure if that's right, but sometimes it is 3. Often it is 3. All too often, unfortunately, if you're the man carrying the Glock. That's why you buy a PC-50. Ethan and Breeze remain looking for just 1 kill, trying to squeeze everything they can get out. You see the hopeful HE grenade from the lower area. I thought it was a flashbang, but it was a HE. I respect the attempt, but it wasn't a good one.
It's so difficult, isn't it, to make predictions with these 2 teams, just because of the pedigree of some of the players on Cloud9. You look at that team and it's hard to say, oh yeah, they're going to get wrecked. You know, it's hard to say that, despite NRG being so good as well, which is a good sign. if you're a Cloud9 fan.
A very good sign. Well, here we go again. The guns are out. No AWP for Cirque, I'm afraid. He'll be stifled with the AK-47. Still a good rifler in his own right. We'll see this default continue once again. CT's not too aggressive here. Automatic, of course, full-time AWP now for the Cloud9 machine. Nate's deployed. Breezy will take most of the damage there, down to just 12 points of health as they go for a boost. So this works out for them. Jump straight on his head. And a great kill there. I love the way they do that. No crouch required. Jump straight up there. Got the angle straight away. James, make a video about that.
About what, sorry?
The boost they did there. No crouch was required. He jumped straight on his head.
Ooh.
No mucking around.
I fancy.
It was very good. We got the first kill from it. That's definitely worth a look.
Trades though from Monster, and that will be NRG trying to make their way, trying to make a safe passage onto the B-bomb site, but it is far from safe. Flusher holding it down. He's got supports. Cirque looking dangerous, but there's just too much to handle. It's too hot over there in the B-bomb sites for NRG.
Have a look. There you go. So he jumps straight up and he's
off the rail.
Yeah, so he's got no buggering around.
Ah.
See what I mean? Like you're straight up. You don't have to like
silly buggers.
Yeah, that's a really cool way to do it. Like normally, like for anyone who doesn't know, you'd normally jump on the railing, you'd crouch, your teammate would jump on top, then he has to stand up. It's awkward.
Yeah, it leaves you exposed.
Yeah. So
kind of like jumping up to the vent in mid on cash, where you're vulnerable.
You can land on your teammate's head, crouch, then you're the one controlling whether you will be spotted or not. It's quite cool.
That is very nice. As nice as that HE grenade.
Yeah, that was juicy.
Indeed it was, and Flusher will hear the footsteps. There's a scope, maybe has the bomb as well. Multiple targets, multiple frags for automatic. Golden coming to the rescue as well. One player will be lost. Golden survives with 1 HP. That's a lot of money saved on that 1 HP. They will take it.
They must be careful, NRG, because otherwise, if they aren't, they will not have too many rounds on their CT side to play. And that's where we know that they are the strongest. Of course, it is really a CT map still. So 5 AKs out for NRG, 4 grenades. Looks like they are thinking about a very fast one towards that B-bomb side. Let's see how well it goes for them. They can just opt to try to take very fast control of sewers, but no, it's just a straight run, really fast pace into that B-bomb site. Rush has smoked himself off. This does not look too good here for NRG.
3 Ts moving through, spotted through the smoke, but Rush can't swing fast enough. 3 on 3 now, Golden emerging towards the barrels. Daps with an off angle towards Squeaky, but he can't make it work versus Flusher. There's a trade in some way around the site, numbers-wise at least. Now Ethan is alone. Mr. Backwards name. Can he take NRG forwards in this round? Oh, that's a massive frag from him, looking up, pre-firing. The smoke may obscure his vision, but the smoke's gone now.
Oh.
And that's a massive burst from him. Round number 3 for NRG.
He's so sick, this dude. When he gets going, Ethan is just so gifted in terms of aim and movement. You can see he's very calm, all under control. Great plan, very well thought out. Positioned himself to make a really impossible shot for automatic. The time he peaks, he's already lost his head. And there will be 5 rounds in a row for Cloud9, but NRG will be fighting back at this point. Money pretty low for Cloud9 as well. NRG right back in this game. It's Flusher with the M4, looking to progress towards the T steps here. He'll push around, maybe trying to get in the playground, but spot Cirque, takes him down. Cirque having a pretty rough game so far, and we'll see whether Flusher can fall back.
He's working his way around the side just to check, see what's going on. Forward smokes like that are really annoying because you may think, oh, you know, what's the point of a smoke like that? You know, you're not going to really hold that position for very long. Well, it's just that it stops the Ts from easily progressing up the other side of the map because they have to guess that there could be a CT around every single corner. And to make it safe, you'd have to use utility to deal with that. So what happens in reality is that Cloud9 get to play very defensively now because they've discouraged the opposition from even going towards that A side of the map, and now NRG will indeed funnel into that B-bomb site.
Cloud9 sit on a man advantage. They sit on the bomb sites. Oh, hello. Spotting a player, perhaps getting into position for a boost for a deploying of a grenade. I wonder if there's a Molotov you can throw from where Golden is. which molotovs the water and the upper area, but I wonder if it would spread to where that player is standing. One to look for later. There's a big flashbang, and Skoodoodle's been taken out. Big problems for Cloud9 on the B bomb site. Golden's alone now. Automatic actually coming in just in time, but you can't keep him alive. Flusher and Automatic now rotating in. That's not a bomb planter. Fugly standing in the smoke, and that's where he will lie. Smoke inhalation not good for your health. Neither is Flusher if you're on the other team.
There we go. Bomb planted, but still Cloud9 fighting back. That strong B bomb site works out once again. Flusher with 3 kills. They recover the AWP and the AK-47. And you can see that is quite the harsh reset. Even the bomb planter for NRG, there's not really much they can do with this. I dare say they'll take full eco and buy up into the next round, considering they're on about $3,000. I think that's maybe the most obvious option for them. We'll see which way they're inclined.
Can we just take a moment to notice that Flusher has 16 kills?
I did not notice that. That's
in 9
insane,
rounds.
isn't that?
And the nearest person to him on either side has 7. So he is savaging NRG at present. A marvel in North American Counter-Strike, and there's number 17. And off he goes.
Getting it done. Flusher. Going above and beyond. Flu. Well, Cloud9 look very ready for this one. And now up against the pistols. Only one player has armor, that's Daps. So he's had to go with it. Good peek from Flusher. He wants the frag, doesn't he? He's so hungry for him. It's really working out. 5-on-1. Breezy should be put to bed. Gonna get tucked in. Not quite. There it is. It will be Flusher to finish things off. 4 more kills, James. He's got 20 now, sorry.
Flew with the snoo.
There's only been 10 rounds. He's got 20 kills.
Yep. He's been very proactive as well, and that's been very key. For example, that big sort of, I think it was a 3K with the defuse that he got previously. You know, he had that really forward play, taking out Circle at the beginning of the rounds, shutting down map control for NRG just by himself. Having huge amounts of impact, that's for sure. And NRG need to figure out a way to get a default working, and they'll be doing it this round. You can see them working primarily with Connector, so they'll kind of join up. So Circle will move towards the party position as his teammates come up the stairs, one would imagine. Clearing the angles for each other. And here it is. Very tentative though from NRG. You can definitely sense that they respect Cloud9, but they also don't have much utility, so going this side of the map with limited utility is difficult.
Plenty of players round the bogs. Golden awaits. Admiring the sheen of the bin. That's a nice sheen. I like what they've done with the holes. 55 seconds remain, and NRG waiting for an overextension from Cloud9, but Cloud9 will be patient. They do not feel the need to seek information. They have monsters of their own. Speaking of which, there's a pop flash, but no frags. 2-man spray down for Ethan. Doing more work on the B-bomb site, but will it be enough for round number 4?
I think it might be, you know. With the smokes deployed, the CT's not looking like they're really up for it. This could be a quick round. Ethan finds all the frags required. Daps will be holding the flanks. An efficient hold of that as he takes down Golden. And it's now a 5 versus 1 automatic. We'll be left in an impossible scenario. He's still a little bit too close for my liking. Should be getting out of there. Their money's not exactly stunning at this point. What's he up to, Dan? What's he looking for? Any exit kills available?
If anyone comes towards him here, they will die. And he'll be fine. It's one of those ways you can play this kind of a position.
He's doing it.
No, surely not. He's actually going for it. What is going on? That's so weird. It's like, I was going to say that, one of the best ways to play a save is if you can be aggressive. Because you can, get a duel. If you win that duel, that slows it down, and you'll probably be safe after that, and you do some damage. There it is, like, that's what it looked like, and then he was going for, it looked like he was going for a ninja.
I thought he was.
Like, oh wait, I don't have time for a ninja.
Maybe he thought he wasn't used.
Very, very weird.
That was very odd.
Orb's gone though, of course. Automatic will have to get another one, and It's not gone well at the beginning of this round. We'll have a faster play from NRG as far as map control is concerned. They'll have Breeze running up the A-long position, as well as players all over the connector and sewers. Cloud9 with a 3-man setup there, and they'll be able to catch Breeze. Buckley goes out to trade, but that will be the end of him. And now it's the 3 versus 5 for NRG. That's really not worked out. And Ethan, he has been fantastic, and he'll have to keep that going to make this one work.
He has been great. He makes his way through Monster once again. It's difficult buy for Cloud9. Seems to be paying dividends. Zaps, low HP now going to be traded out almost certainly by the Deagle of Skadoodle. El Dudax doing a very good job then. As now Cirque will be left in 1 versus 4. He will flush Skadoodle out of position as he burns away. Oh, here we go. Onto something, but not quite. Automatic with the saved AWP. Actually didn't save it, did he? Actually gave that away with that really weird ninja defuse. But there it is. Cloud9 answer back. They avoid complete dismantlement from NRG's reset. And they're going to have to force by themselves now. I saw a Tech9 being purchased. Breezy bought it for himself. And he'll get no grenades. He gets Tech9 AK. A classic combo.
Okay, well, another fast round. Force it in there. Rush, ready and waiting. Dropping the smoke. A bit delayed, still works out though. Still survives, still creates space. His teammates having at them at the moment on the bomb side. Rush will doing his best there, but eventually going down as Breeze just charges through the smoke, and all of a sudden it collapses. It was looking so good. Flash for the 1 versus 3. Get here. Oh, he does get tagged, so they must have heard him there and confirmed that he is in that position entirely. So he hasn't got the element of surprise anymore. This is going to be nigh on impossible. That is a crazy good start at Flusher, but Breeze has the angle and will take him down. So the B rush will work. The variance, the chaos does pay off for NRG.
Well, well, well. Cloud9 can't really avoid this one, I don't think. As the purchases come through, they will be force buying into this one, but it's not looking too great, I'll tell you that. 13k of equipment against 24. Let's see whether this is going to be doing anything for them. They had an AWP before and a rifle. This time 3 SMGs, a pistol and a scout. Really not ideal. This might cost them the last round as well. This one goes wrong.
We'll flush the smoke off Divider at an opportune moment. Good smoke to hide behind. I would imagine that's what he's aiming for. NRG moving away from B, it seems, with some pressure towards Monster. As things go quiet, will Cloud9 get curious? Seems that Golden might be jump peeking the short B position. Do they send more people towards A? Fast smoke of the first angle towards the toilets. Often that's done from T-spawn if, you know, snipers are lurking. NRG is just trying to bait something out, expecting a CT to move somewhere, and out comes that Divider smoke. Not from Flusher, he's still holding his smoke. And he starts to fall back towards A. NRG running the clock down. Don't really know if there's a stack on one of these sites. And we haven't seen the CTs look for information yet, but they have put a third player towards the A bomb site. And now Flusher Smoke has been deployed. He's looking for players to push past it, and NRG have massive, colossal time pressure.
This is actually a bit of an issue now. 15 seconds remaining, they'll get the first frag, but here comes Flusher, and more importantly, Golden. That 5-7 sequence could have been an absolute nightmare for NRG, but it looks like they'll be absolutely fine here, and that confirms it. Skadoodle will get nothing done. Rush in a 4-on-1. All they really had to work with there was the possibility of denying the plant. That doesn't happen. Cloud9 have got no resources for the final round. Looks like they'll just have to buy whatever they can, mainly pistols, maybe an SMG or two, but it looks like it'll be Deagles and 5-7 so far. 1 CZ. Skadoodle. With 8 kills so far. To be fair, Flush has taken the majority of them. We'll also pick up a Deagle. So 8-7 looking likely. Split down the middle again. We haven't had any one-sided games today.
What's cool with the new additions as well is I feel like you still kind of retain some of the Cloud9 identity And because they're kind of like a Manchester United-esque brand in Counter-Strike or esports, if you will. So that's important. I think it's great for the fan base. What if Shroud comes back, eh? What if he subs for a while?
Dude, he's making so much bank right now. There's no way he's coming back for the stress of CS. This is not worth it.
Please travel every single week.
Yeah, yeah. Give up your stream and come and experience stress in theory.
How about doing loads of things you don't want to for way less money?
Do you miss that gutting feeling in your stomach when you lose an event after 6 weeks of prep?
Do you want the boss again? That isn't you. Come and join an esports organization.
He is loving life right now. Anyway, it's the final round. As we said, not really much Cloud9 can do here with 5-7s up against a full buy. It will be 8-7. NRG bouncing back after what looked like a pretty disappointing half from them. But on the T side, this is absolutely fine. This is their map pick. Just to note, we play Inferno next. That's picked by Cloud9, a map they've been playing a lot recently. Flusher, after, what, 10 rounds? He had 21 kills, or 20, and dropped off the pace for the last 5 rounds or so. That was a bit of a shame. You can see the correlation between his fragging performances and the rounds on the board for NRG. So there we go. Great early start. Lots of eco frags picked up, but still not the best half for Cloud9. They'll be on the T side now. One smoke. I think they'll get a bit more as well. Maybe not, just a decoy for Skadoodle. No defuse kits for NRG. We're into it. It's a bit of a brawl. Only 3 bits of utility here, and they all belong to Golden. Fugly will challenge in the connector. There will be players waiting for him.
The creep. Oh man, so many players, and it all kicks off. Skadoodle starts it off, and I don't know who's going to finish it. Rush looking good, but you never know.
1 HP.
Daps will survive. Yeah, that couldn't have been closer.
Wow.
Well, he's heard players above him, and that means rotation time. He is in control of connector even with 1 HP. Lovely shots on the A bomb site from Breeze, and Golden's like, where's he gone? Where has Daps gone? He's burrowed himself into a hole, and he's coming out the other side, and now he's in long. Nidus network. Golden, front of A. Having a look, looking for a jump peek perhaps. He needs a 1 versus 1. Did he hear a footstep? He knows the player's probably behind him somewhere. But he has time. Time is on his side. They don't know where he is either, not just yet. Here comes the smoke grenade, create some space to remove some 1 versus 1 scenarios, but it will be a 3 versus 1 soon enough. Charging through the truck position. He can't get anything done. And we will be at a pair of 8s. NRG win both pistols.
They absolutely do.
Snowmen.
Sorry, what?
Pair of 8s. That's what they're called, right?
2 fat ladies.
2 fat ladies.
No, but in poker it's snowmen, isn't it?
Snowman?
I've never used snowmen in poker.
You can Google it like Dan. Get yourself some backup. I've not heard of it either.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Full eco. Phone's coming out. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, yeah.
I don't know that I've called him anything other than pair of 8s.
But every pocket pair has like a nickname, right? So
got some snowmen here.
Daps holding on to the long position. Area control for a time. Ooh, the T's will smoke it for him. Got to get rid of his smoke. Able to spread the MP9 fire. That will leave Flusher alone to do some damage. An off angle for Breeze. Should be good for that frag. Lovely P250 work. And now he can reset the situation. 1 minute on the clock for Flusher to work with. And this is around that he can still win. As unlikely as that may be. Going round the outside of the toilets. Doesn't like the smell. Too much ammonia for his liking. Ooh, weapon disposal service. Confident with the P250. He's going to be facing Daps. Does Daps see the gun disappear if Flusher ease it straight in the head? Quick reload, quick look, see what's going on. Here's some fire. Oh my god, they both avoid it. I thought if they got flashed, who the hell knows? But it will be 2 players surviving for NRG. Running to look for the M4, but that M4 is long gone.
Yeah, pretty clever stuff from Flusher there, all things considered. He removes a lot of cash. Denies the M4 being picked up. They're going to have to reinvest of everything here. Cloud9 know they've got a healthy buy. So this could be them bouncing right back in round 3. AK's purchased. Smokes and flashbangs will be brought into the fray as well. We've got an AUG for Daps. Yeah, seeing more and more of it. I'm yet to be convinced by the AUG. I'm seeing plenty of kills of the Krieg, but the AUG hasn't really had one of those games yet. It's like, wow, okay, you can really see the benefits.
Snowman is accepted, by the way.
Accepted?
Accepted by who?
This one is one of the
fourth page of Google.
Multiple.
That suggests it's not the main one.
I don't think there is a main one because it's all just slang, basically, anyway.
Yeah.
Poker slang.
If I was a commentator, I might use that. Otherwise, 8s is 1 syllable, so I just don't need it. What do you have? 8s. Cheers.
Snowman. What's that? It's...
I'm not after drugs, mate. Jeremy Clarkson once told Kate Moss, I do Top Gear, and she thought he was a drug dealer. She's like, I'm not looking for that. Thank you. True story. Ooh! Meaty!
Oh, nice. Oh dear. Can't quite pick that up. Got to get on the floor and have quite a reach for that one. That's far away. UMP has to be the one to do the job, and it might do it actually. The range is not bad. So careful on the timing of the nades here, but will work out. Maybe not though. Automatic hits a shot. AUG in play. AUG is pretty good. Seeing a lot more usage of it recently. Change, and he's got to go for the USP now. He's run out of bullets. This is so back and forth, but Skadoodle surely has the edge. He's got the AK-47 full HP. Oh, but they catch him moving position.
Well, well, well. This is NRG finding the 3-0 now. That's absolutely massive, considering they came into this one after losing 3 players in the previous. MP9s, 4 spies all over the place, a lack of utility. They managed to make it work, and Cloud9, with the plant, do have 1 more buy ahead of them, so that's 4K per player. AK armor, no problem, but they won't be fully equipped. I would assume they buy into this, and indeed they will. Galil for Scar to give them a little bit extra execution potential. AUG still out, UMP for Cirque as they try to stabilize. They know it's going to take a couple more rounds before they can do that.
An exchange of grenades. NRG look much better equipped, as mentioned by Henry G. Skadoodle lurking outside B. Often you'll have just the 1 person outside the B bomb site, or any B bomb site. Sometimes a takeoff real estate is required. Inferno, of course, will require more personnel. But if you go towards an established map control, you'll often leave 1 person towards B. So often it'll be 1 person, sometimes it could be 4, as Cloud9 gather to preach on the B bomb site. It's time to testify.
Let's go to church. I have Counter-Strike here.
Bring NRG closer to Jesus.
It's going to be 3 players waiting for them on the other side, as Cloud9 really look out of luck here. They've got 1 Molotov and a decoy to get them into B. It has to be a contact play straight up. They've been absolutely wrecked here. Is Tim going for the old classic, I'll throw a decoy in and hope for the best? Yep, it really is that. It works as well. It's absolutely stunning. It won't be all the kills, but still they've got a winnable situation. The turn away from the decoy, it's absolutely everything. And now they actually have B bomb site control and a plant coming in.
Right, royally mugged off by the decoy. Absolutely mugged off.
That's amazing.
Can't be happy with that. Boost at the back of A. Having a look, can't find much. Back of B, sorry. And
it's over.
You mugging me off, you mug.
Wow.
I'm not your mate.
Ethan did, he did, what, 350 damage or something with this spray. Still.
They were ready for that, though.
Enough.
And it's the decoy that saves the day, Dan. Have you ever seen anything like it?
A decoy, $50.
50 bucks. I feel like they're not purchased enough, but just for that factor, there's things you can do with them. You could come up with plays like that.
Oh yeah.
To use them properly. That's the next thing. We had HEs this year. Decoys will make a resurgence.
AWP decoy is good.
Yeah, that's perfect. Make it drop on the ground, fire a shot, bait them out, then you peek and kill them. That's a really good idea. That's so sick. Look at Breezy, got absolutely wrecked. That's so back in 1.6, that used to be called a heater. You would throw, because you obviously didn't have decoys or molotovs, you had 3 nades, which is smoke, HE, flash. But when you heated someone, when you threw the smoke around the corner, peeked, they'd be turning around thinking it's a flashbang, you'd kill them, smoke would bloom, and that was that term came from. I guess that's what I call it when a decoy is used, call it a heaton, just as a...
I actually have a FACEIT jersey that says Black Heaton on the back.
Really?
Because I look like Heaton but black.
I've never noticed.
Trust me, we look similar.
Yeah?
Just different shades.
Does he know about this, or is it just you?
I tweeted him once or twice. I think he was too shy to reply to the tweet.
Too shy, was that the problem? Hey James, I'm a little bit too shy. Anyway, let's get back into the game, shall we? Cloud9 still struggling to keep up, but they did win the previous round. Breezy will fight back after the humiliation with the decoy. He'll take down Skadoodle first. Zerk might have a frag here, a bit too aggressive. Teammates can't back him up. Incendiary deployed, and Fugly tries to get closer to their position.
It's quite a dangerous dance over there in the bathrooms by himself. He does have Daps behind him, but no flashbangs on Daps. This is a few different types of awkwards, but Breeze can alleviate the pressure. Coming in on the flank. If the timing is good, looks like it will be, and indeed it is. 2 quick kills unanswered so far. There's one answer from Flusher, but he's got to do a lot more. Can't take down Daps. He's just sitting there with the CZ. Automatic with the flank though, but he's got to get the bomb. And Daps seems to be safe now. He's picked up an AK, so he's become very dangerous. He's also picked up a smoke grenade. So automatic with an enormous amount to do here, and to avoid the resets. Spotted now.
Oh. 10 seconds, I'm afraid. That's the main problem here. And there's no way he can win the round. He'd have to either choose to kill here. Even if he gets it, he can't win.
It's almost like Ethan was baiting him to make a mistake and die after time.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's going to do.
That's really smart. Awareness is always good. Spatial awareness, time awareness. He's a time lord almost.
Basically a time lord, yeah.
There's the famous that.
Overlord.
Well, $1,400 per player. That is the reset you speculated about, Dan. And I don't think they're going to buy. They've got 2 players who couldn't afford a drop next round, maybe. We'll see what they can do. We've got TeamSpeak crashing on us right now. So that's happened again. Happened yesterday. Stop using TeamSpeak, shall we?
It's like never ever happened to me, that problem during a match.
No. I don't know how it happens every game I cast in Counter-Strike for the last 4 years. We always have a TeamSpeak issue.
Actually, I rent a server from a provider in Europe.
Okay.
I've rented a server for probably about 4 or 5 years, and I have a lot of my friends who use a TeamSpeak server, who just don't have their own because it comes with a TeamSpeak server. And one day they just changed the IP of my server, so no one knew what it was anymore. It just disappeared from the internet, basically. I had to log in and find out what the hell
nice of them.
was. Yeah. Anyway, 11 to 9. I only use Discord for hubs on FACEIT.
Discord is the best one, man. It's got everything. It's like Skype, but for gaming. It's perfect.
Yeah, I just can't be asked to...
To what? There's nothing to do.
And
just log in and it's done.
No, can't be bothered.
I'm bothered. What do you mean? What does that mean, though?
I don't mind TeamSpeak. It's easy.
But you can do everything in one program. Why would you have multiple programs?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out your logic.
I just can't be bothered to port and, you know, whatever.
All right. You don't know what's making you. I'm just trying to make your life easier.
Like, the things that exist at the moment, I'm happy to continue using them.
Yeah.
Got my bookmarks.
Because one of my mates here when I play CS, there's no bugging around exchanging IPs. I just click join server, write their name, and join the whatever Discord they're on. Get stuck in. It's beautiful.
Get involved.
I have to click the servers and make sure none of the plebs can PM me.
You just set that up in your own personal profile. DMs for friends only. Next.
The more you know. Screw you, Henry. We've got Counter-Strike to commentate.
We have, that's true. Anyway, it is going to be Flush Up. He will be making his way through quickly through the connected position there. Takes minimal damage and seizes one of the challenge. And there's no AWP available on either side. This has been a war of attrition if ever I've seen one. Who will give in first? Who will break serve? As Ethan rotates back towards B. Certainly Daps has taken significant damage so far. It looks like a B attack, but the bomb's still down in T spawn pretty much, so I don't think we'll see anything too quick here. Just waiting for any sort of aggression from the CTs. Rush swallows a grenade then.
We've seen, for an Overpass game, very little impact from AWPs so far in this match, which has been really interesting. And this might be another one of those rounds because there is no AWP at all, just a scout on automatic. And Daps is on the AUG, of course. That's all we have as far as scopes are concerned. And there's a bit of a standoff at the moment, isn't it? On the B bomb side, they're just chilling, waiting for that push to come in, really feeling it to be the case. The train will be seen passing overhead, and the Ts will start to creep further in towards that B bomb site.
Door of opportunity has been opened, and in they go. That's avoiding the flashback, almost missing the player, but not quite. 2 kills for him. Ethan will try to follow up, as will Breeze. Golden and automatic now versus Fugly coming in from the back. Got a player by the barrels in the red at the other time. Q doesn't matter, he's dead now. Golden on the site. Could have backed off, but he's standing there, and Fugly will win the duel. 2k for him, 2k for Daps, and 1-3 and 13 rounds for NRG. Almost every round this half so far.
Oof. Make sure you collect the AUG at the end. No AKs here, just AUGs. That's all they want. 13-9. That's an eco as well, or partial buy at the very.
3 AUGs.
3 AUGs.
Yes. It's like
happening.
that 1 week we had with the AUG was broken.
That was a great week.
Literally no recoil.
No recoil. For a week.
That's insane.
I didn't play during that week. What about you
I did.
guys?
We was queuing Nukem on CT side. Just take AUGs outside, crowd spraying through the smoke, zoomed in. Oh, that was great. The week it was. Good shot. This is against pistols. While we're against pistols, what was your favourite week out of those? Out of the revolver week and the AUG week, what do you think was more?
The AUG week was really annoying. I remember when the revolver came out because we were playing on matchmaking or FACEIT or something, and it was hilarious. It was just really funny to use it. How
it had that bug though, you could hold down right click, get everything prepped, and then you could fire the bullet, which did 100% accuracy and damage. We should probably get back to this though, as it looks like Cloud9 are actually making a bit of a statement here on the A bomb side. They are going to be planting. Rushed only with the PT50, but Skadoodle, low HP. He'll have the AUG, and he's got a bit of a lineup here. Doesn't matter. He'll be taken down by Breezy. That should be it. Rush will have to do something magnificent as he sits in the smoke right now. Good angle, but good awareness from the CTs. 14-9.
Expensive rounds, but what is it good for? They need the rounds, Cloud9. Where's the money at? So it's decent enough after the bomb went down especially, and the loss bonus on top of that. And again, they did take away all the AUGs.
Now that is a problem.
Yeah, I gotta rebuy those. There we go, there's one. Only one? No. Either way, Cloud9 looking to get themselves back into this one. It has to start this round, it really does. I think they have enough for a 4-buy with the loss bonus if they lose, but they'll be playing against match point. No one wants to do that. Indeed, they will. Crack the play into the connected position from Fugly, as Stewart's presence is had by Cloud9. Fugly actually falls back to bathrooms. Running a default here, Cloud9, trying to take as much map control as they can. They're being pretty quick about it too, which is good. Sometimes teams do this too slowly on Overpass.
Bomb has been left firmly in T-spawn, which is less than ideal. Someone will have to go back for it. When you start losing players, it might mean you have to give up map control at the same time. 3 players lost now, and at this point you would really want to move with momentum, but someone's going to have to run back for it. Automatic may press on with the frag on Cirque. Ethan on the low ground looking towards the B bomb site, see what's going on, as they haven't seen the bomb either.
It's in T-spawn.
Oh
so
dear.
Yeah.
I don't know if they go to collect it.
It's going to take some time. And they have no idea if anyone's waiting for them in the backtracks here.
Yeah, they got to. Yeah, they actually just have to gamble that no one's pushed at this point.
Yeah, you've got to just run.
Which is it's like the sad truth of it. Golden making things happen on the A bomb site. Oh dear.
So he has to run B now. And knife out. He can maybe. Oh, is he even going to go for it?
This is the thing in those situations. You walk to collect the bomb. You've got no time to actually clear the site, so you clear the bomb area instead of the site instead. And somehow, indeed, the bomb has gone down. Not sure if you heard Daps on the low ground, but indeed a boost won't be coming in. That's a great shot from Automatic, and now this becomes winnable. What a bizarre situation.
They've got the smoke though, right? So they can just smoke off short, like right now, and then he should be removed from this situation. They can just go for a defuse and hear him spamming and then fire back in response, just like that. Yeah, it was no real chance for him, unfortunately. Nice attempt with the first kill, but that's that one smoke just really wrecks him. He can't really go towards monster. And there we have it, 59.
And the bomb plant wasn't that impactful either.
They were going to buy anyway, right?
Yeah, they had enough anyway. We can see if they have around $800 left, then you can see that. Yeah, so they're, I think, able to get a couple extra grenades here or there. That's about it. Double org, Ethan and Daps. NRG looking to shut it down. Aggression on A long. Fugly and Daps. Oh, hello, lots of players there, ready and waiting. There's more. Positive trade there for Cloud9. They could just be back into this now.
Cirque awaits. How good is his angle, however? Will Golden press on? Bomb is being carried by Automatic at the moment with the T-side AWP. And he's been patient enough. Cirque gets away with most of his life, but now he knows that he is compromised. Oh, Flush, gotta be careful. So, oh, really? I'm surprised he didn't get that shot. That's unlucky for Cirque. Well played, well attempted by him, but Cloud9 are still in this, on the cusp of double figures, and they're not so far away as it may feel, although NRG have had so much of the success in this half that you do wonder. And also what the money is like for NRG. Not very good at all. It's comeback time.
It's awkward though, like one full set, they'll get $1,900 in addition to what you see, so 3 players will be fine, but Fugly and Breeze won't be fine. Fugly would have $3,700 and maybe 33, 32 for Breeze. So it's going to be really weird, I guess, next round. We'll have to see what they can do with it. But this starts to become suboptimal in the extreme for NRG. Looking to close out this Overpass against Cloud9. And Cloud9 have been really dangerous against everybody, which has been very cool to see. It's crazy if you think how much time it's been since the major win in Boston now. That's the amount of time that Cloud9's been trying to rebuild effectively.
Oh yeah, they lost players pretty much straight after that event. And Cloud9 shutting it down. We'll talk over this, not really a big deal. Yeah, it was. The thing is, you have to remember, the major brings a curse with it. And you look at all the teams that have won majors and stuff, like, it's not like they'll ever stick together and think, this is it now, we've got the perfect team. Something's always going to change, right? It's just always the way it is. As soon as you win the major, it's either you get the pressure to stay the best, or I don't know, it's just like, do we have to change things now, or do we just stagnate? It's like, do we get to rest now? It's just always all these different procedures that come with winning the major. I feel like it's very difficult to handle, especially as a very young team, in your early 20s and stuff. Got that cash and success, that's what you're working for, and then it's like, well, what now?
Well, it's been 8 months since they won the Boston Major, I believe.
That was in January, right?
Yeah, end of January. So something around that. And it's a good start here for NRG. Picked off Flusher, who's on 31 kills already. Ethan's picked up an AK-47. That's a dangerous prospect. Daps has a really nice position there. Rush creeping onto the site. I don't think there's anyone to stop him. Daps gets a free one. That is a massive problem. Can't do anything about it, though, as far as picking up the gun is concerned. Rushing the drive. Oh, so there's an AWP on the ground, I think, still. Oh, no, he can't find it. I think dispose of it, but he gets the bomb. Is there a gun? Oh, we can't get to it, though. Is someone on the angle? Saki has to get this kill. If he can get it, maybe there's a chance, but 7 bullets left. Spray down further. Oh, my goodness. If he gets that kill, it's so on.
Close but no cigar, I'm afraid. We have seen lots of close games.
Yeah.
All day long. This has all been right down to the wire.
It's weird how we'll have a day of 8 matches, and every day seems to have some kind of a theme.
Yes, that's right. We had the day of stomps, which is like 16-3 every game, or 13-2 halves. Today has all just been right down the middle. 8-7s. And then long, drawn-out games. It's going to be NRG looking to close it out. Now 3 rounds for Cloud9 to take us to overtime. Flush out will get dropped by the HE combo from Daps. Thank you for a spam as well. And now, is this the round that does it for them? That clinches the victory.
Scoodoodle will be heard by Ethan. Hot flashes are available. Nobody wants to get caught a grenade in their hands, and he's blind. And now he's a goner. Double smokes into the monster position with a minute on the clock, so Cloud9 could try to wait something out, but they do not have the personnel for this situation, and it gets worse. Rush and Golden remain. NRG very close to the W now. They are untouched in this round. They are in perfect health. There we go. Got there in the end.
Perfect health. Rush and Golden. Unfortunately, this looks nigh on impossible because the bomb isn't even in their possession. It's a good start from Rush, but only gives up his position, really. He's going to run to T-spawn at 25 seconds and get the bomb towards A. Golden needs to find 2 kills before he even gets there. That is GG, I'm afraid. Rush might as well just type killing console at this point.
Do you remember when Cadian did that some time ago? On Cash, he jumped into A main and then had a kill bind or something because it just jumped in and died.
You can't kill yourself in CSGO anymore, though.
You can't anymore?
No, you haven't been able to like 5 years.
I don't think it's been out. It was infamous because he got loads of flack for it. I'll show you afterwards. I'll show you afterwards.
Yeah. I've think since the beginning of CS when teams were exploiting it, their anti-ecos just typing kill and spawn. They got rid of it. But there we go. It will be Flasher and co getting the frags, but unfortunately NRG closing it out. It was a good game though. NRG are Overpass masters, I would say at this point. Always very efficient on this map. It was definitely an interesting game though. Cloud9, remember, replacing their 5th member here, so it's not exactly going to be a fully regimented team with all the theory and new innovations coming in daily, because I doubt they're really putting that much time into that side of the game, considering they're still looking for a new 5th. But still a decent battle there, and they have one more map to go, which is going to be their pick. But Ethan, for me, always a standout player. Did so well in some of those big clutches. Daps as well. That's a very, very good moment. You can see them spraying them down, getting it done. And automatic for me. Definitely had his moments, but nothing crazy impactful with the AWP. It's certainly Cirque that was doing a good job in that department. Ethan, 25 kills. Breezy as well. Same number. Daps, good to see him up there. Cirque and Fugly beneath. And it will be Flush up. So James, he had 20 frags after 10 rounds. I can think it's safe to say he slowed down after that quite considerably.
Cooled off a bit. Yeah. Colossal level of damage. Yeah. But on the losing side, you don't see that very often.
Yeah.
3,400 damage. That's crazy.
Bear in mind, a lot of those were eco kills. So they had a lot of like 4K spray downs against just the pistols. So still impressive to get 30 kills and not win the game. It's always going to be a little bit gutting, especially if it doesn't make it all the way to 30. Like we said, we have another map coming up between these two. Cloud9, I would say, a lot more well-versed in Inferno, and hopefully could take a W. Who knows? We'll see what they can do. You have to find out after this break. We'll have to love you and leave you for 5 minutes or so. We'll be right back.